It is Friday, July 16th, 2021, 9:12 a.m. I've got the Friday and Monday off for Money in the Bank. Thank God, because it's been hectic at work. So I guess I'll end it with next. I feel like I talk about work at the start of all these. Um, Getting a haircut today. The area opened up on Monday. Kind of late behind the rest of the province, but um, going into stage three this week. So or actually today. So that's cool. That's exciting. Getting a haircut, which I'm excited. I went to bed like thinking about my haircut. I woke up in the middle of the night. I was like, is it? Oh, it's not time yet. It's at 2, but like just the fact that I'm up now, I just it's coming. I'm so excited. I don't know. I'm so excited to do this. Um, I got my first vaccine shot 2 weeks ago. I guess I can see here. I got it on June 24th at 7:54 p.m. Um, they were behind a little bit, so I had to wait about an additional 45 minutes or so before I got it. I got the Pfizer, and honestly, it's weird because I was like, initially I was just gonna wait kind of towards the end of the year, maybe early next, just to wait it out. I was gonna get it for sure, just wanted to wait it out, and then whatever reason, I did mushrooms one time, and I woke up and I said, dude, I want to like do other things, so I just booked an appointment, and I got that done. And on the way home, I was getting emotional, like I almost wanted to cry because I was like, oh my God, like I was thinking about this yesterday. Like for the first time, like the entire and I actually heard one thing on the radio yesterday. It's funny. It's a pandemic Lovato, which made me laugh. Um, but this entire pandemic, you just keep hearing like, oh, I can't wait to get back to normal. Like hopefully, by this time next year we're back to normal. Like it's constant talks about this normality going back to it, and for the longest time there was no end in sight. There was no light. And I just kind of recently realized how much of a bummer that was. Like how like the fact that there was no end in sight, that really started getting to me, or had gotten to me. I just realized how much it was getting to me. And now there's a light. Like for the first time you can say like things are, hopefully looking good, and then we're starting to get back to normal. And you can say that and you can mean it. And it's oh man, it feels so good. Like watching the playoffs, for example, it was like the American cities anyway, like they had full arenas, no masks for a lot of people, and there wasn't any news about this being a super spreader event or anything like that. It was just I'm happy to finally have this over with. I didn't realize how much of an impact it had on my mental health, and I'm so glad it's finally over. My next shot is booked at the end of the month. My second shot, I guess, and final is booked at the end of the month. Um, it was initially booked for October, but I just booked it sooner because I could. At least 3 weeks, I think I need between shots, and I think this will be like 33 days or something like that. So that's cool. The only symptom I really had was my arm was really sore. Like the next day, like doing this, I couldn't. Like I can only move my arm to about here, and it was like really sore. But that was it. And then the next day, I woke up, and I mean, if I could do this, it felt like I had a bruise here, but overall, I was totally fine. So that was nice. I just drank a lot of water before and after, and I tried to get a good night's rest. And that was it. So I imagine the second dose might knock me down a little bit more, because if people are saying it's either one or the other. Matt got his second recently. He was having like kind of just wasn't feeling well, so but he's good now. So that's cool. Um, yeah, I'm just excited, man. I'm so excited about that, and that's something that's really given me happiness. And the haircut, for example, like I get a haircut. This has just been unruly. Like I don't know how I went whatever like 9, 10 months whatever last year where it was getting it was just bad. It's just really bad. So that's what's going on there. Game wise, I'm actually for some reason StarCraft 2 and Team Fortress 2. I've just been addicted to those games the last couple of weeks. Last on Saturday, I played StarCraft 2 for like 12 hours straight. The only time I took a break was to go get something to eat. Um, like I don't know. I don't know what it was. I just randomly started getting into them, and it's funny too. On Saturday when I was playing StarCraft, I was like, all right, like as around 6 o'clock, I was like, all right, I'm gonna play one or two more campaigns, and then I'm gonna go play some TF2. All right, one more. All right, one more. All right, one more. And then midnight came around. I was like, okay, I had to alt F4 because like I'm gonna keep playing this game. And then I ended up watching StarCraft 2 streams for about an hour before I went to bed. So, yeah, I replayed Wings of Liberty because I didn't remember the story. So I got that, and then today or sometime this weekend, I guess I'll start Heart of the Swarm, and if I beat that, go on to Legacy of the Void. and yeah, play TF2 in the meantime because that's just been a lot of fun. So um, that's what's going on there. I let my WoW sub run out. It's weird. Like I was playing it pretty much every day up until my sub ran out, and then I just didn't. And then I started playing the other two games I was talking about. So that's that. I just got a notification on my phone that Battlefield 2042 comes out, and I guess not just now, but 2042 comes out in 98 days. My Diablo notifications aren't working, so I need to figure that out. I thought I had set it to remind me every day, but it's not. So D2 comes out in 70 days. Yeah, alert on the day of event. Should happen yesterday. Okay, I don't know. But 70 days. Cool. I booked my time off for that day. I booked the Friday off beforehand. I might book the Thursday because historically, the day before I take a vacation of any sort, like today or this weekend, I guess, there's like 3 hours of extra work afterwards. So I might take that off. And I want to kind of figure out when the September pay-per-view is because I'm hoping it's like the Sunday before my week off. That'd be nice, but we'll see. And yeah, music-wise, haven't been listening to as much. But I'm still listening to at least 2 albums a day. I just went through like last few weeks I went through like a power metal phase where I just really listening to a lot of power metal, so that was cool. Just got to 25,000 on the playlist, which is nice, and that's about it in terms of that. Then other than that, I think the only thing to talk about is work. So work is insane, fucking sane, dude. It's been so busy. Just regular ticket work. It's just piling up. Mai actually did me such a huge favor. She took my schedule and she basically made it so that I didn't have multiple tickets in the same slot. Because I was kind of just scheduling it so like one company ticket in this time slot, next company ticket in this next time slot, and like similar tickets all in this area. But now she made it so like one ticket is a 30-minute block, next ticket's 30-minute block. It's so much easier to read and so much less stressful to look at, and I feel like I'm actually able to plan out my day a lot more accurately, which is nice. And yeah, so that was nice. But the one thing we did was we undertook this ISO training for security management, and I guess I was asked if I wanted to be the manager for this. It's kind of like a volunteer basis. I was like, yeah, sounds interesting. And I did not know what I was getting myself into because it is insane. So basically, there's 32 procedures that I had to, and I did review. And it's basically like reading the end user agreement for stuff. It was just so dry, so boring, so legal. Like a lot of use of the word shall and what was the other one? Not it's another word for communicate. Fuck, it starts with a C. I don't remember, but it was just so, and I had to know all of this. Like this is my job to know this, and then I have to like kind of relay information as needed. So that was stressful. I made notes. I kind of, yeah, I've been doing a lot of overtime. Last couple of weeks, I've done like at least 12-hour days, pretty much every day, which is nice because I'm up to like 36 hours of overtime or loot time, I guess, which is nice. So that's 4 and a bit days of days off, so that's cool. That'll take me into the fall at the very least. And yeah, so that's insane. And the thing is, we have 2 months to do this. So basically, what we have to do is, of those 32 processes, we have to audit everything and say, are we doing this? Are we in compliance with this? Like every single sentence. Are we in compliance with this sentence? With this sentence? With this sentence? And if we're not, we have to get in compliance. In 2 months. And initially, there was going to be one extra person helping, but he is having some medical stuff, so he can't help. He wasn't even on training, so he's not going to be helpful at all. At the very least, he can come back out with tickets. But yeah, I made like a timeline, which already we're behind on, because no one started, and I was hoping all the audits will be done by a week from today. They won't be. I have the majority of them. I think I have 11 things to review, and there's out of the 32, so I have the majority of them. But man, it's rough. So yeah, basically go through every sentence, ask, I'm basically saying who, where, when, why, how, whatever it applies, and going like 1 page of a procedure, I have a six page audit of questions. And there's a one that like, it's about suppliers, and I have no idea. So that's Cedric, pretty much every question, and that's the way it works. And so all the audits have been split up amongst everyone else to kind of even things out. Myself and Rob have the majority because everyone else, I don't know, I just felt like they probably have more urgent things to do. But that's gonna be insane. And at this point, this September week off that I booked for Diablo, it's Like that's gonna be my reward for this summer. This summer is going to fucking suck. Um, yeah, I had an on-site yesterday where we had to bring a server into a place, and there wasn't a place for it really. They were like, put it on top of the kitchen shelf, and I was like, okay, well it's gonna be half hanging off, and I'm not doing that. Plus, I don't think I physically can put the server up there. Like I don't have the strength for that. And so that was like a cluster F. They had set up, I guess their networking people or the cabling people had set up like Ethernet in rooms. Half of it didn't work. So where the server was going to go initially, had it been able to go in there, the Ethernet cable there doesn't work. So I don't know. And then we ended up finding, I found a room finally that had one working Ethernet cable. So ESXi works, but we can't have iDRAC. And I set up the QNAP, and I was initially, it wasn't supposed to be that long, but I was there for, I think I got there around 1. I left at around, like I started packing stuff up at like 11:15. I left at around noon, and then I was there, like I got back at the office at around 5:30. And then I had to stay another hour to like finish up my time entries and stuff like that. So that was awful. Tuesday I have another on-site at a home for something that just constantly every time I go there's issues. I at the moment what I need to do, in theory it's simple, but never have I had an on-site that just goes according to plan. Ever. So what I need to do is I need to go in there, take the PoE, plug it into the access point they have, and plug it into the MikroTik router. Confirm it's working. And it should, because why wouldn't it? But it's gonna not work. I already know this. So once that's working, I need to bridge the Rogers modem into the MikroTik. However, the last time I tried this, there was so many, like it wouldn't bridge, the MikroTik stopped working, I had to reset the MikroTik twice, I had to reset the modem twice, it just wasn't working. Finally, we somehow got it working. So I talked to Wayne yesterday, I was like, dude, okay, I'm just going to run this by you, and you tell me if in theory everything's correct. So I told him the access point thing, I'm like, alright, and then when I go on, like, when it comes to bridging, literally all I do, bridged the Rogers modem, and that's it, right? That's all it should be. It should be working after that, because like at the moment, like the TIC is working, like getting DHCP from two different places, but it's working. So the bridge should fix that, and everything should be working. He's like, in theory, yes. Maybe you have to reboot the modem a couple times, but other than that, yes, you're fine. Everything's fine. It's not going to be fine. That's not how it's going to work. I already know it's not. So that's going to suck. But fuck it. Well, fuck it. And then there was another on-site I had to do. Where was this one? I don't remember. There's another on-site I had to do. It's annoying. Oh yeah, I had a place to set up a computer, and then change the hard drive in a dude's computer. But that was like he had a spinning disk drive, and I had an SSD, and it was just the cage was too big for the SSD. We didn't have like an adapter thing to use it with, so I had to come back the next day to do that. And when the next day came, like I couldn't see anything on the monitors, and then like I had to plug into the motherboard, the monitor, instead of the actual graphics card to see something. And then it was just so annoying. So this summer's just gonna suck. I'm somehow managing stress-wise. Like I'm not as anxious, but I'm sure that's just another phase. But yeah, this summer is going to fucking suck. Yeah. So I can't wait for September, and to be honest, a part of me wants to take whatever hours I have at that point by September, just take those off too, like into with Diablo, because if I keep the hours I have now, I could probably have a full week off, so 2 weeks off total, which would be nice. But I don't know if I want to waste all those and not have any wrestling weekends. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how many I have, and I might take a couple extra days. So there's that. The router at the house here has been annoying the last few weeks. It just kind of randomly restarts. Usually it starts by DNS stopping working, and then the router stops. Like I can change my DNS to Google for 2 minutes, and then I don't know, I said 2 like that, and then the router will restart. It happens once or twice a week. I called in and they're like, try factory resetting it. Fucking of course. And if that doesn't work, go and get a new one. So before I do anything, I'm gonna do it this morning. I'm gonna call the place where I have to go get the new router, and I'm gonna say, do you have this router in stock? Because if it breaks, I want to come in and get a new one. And if they do, I'm gonna confirm, because when I talked to the person on the phone, they were like, yeah, if it doesn't work, just go in and they give you a new one. Just obviously you confirm your account and your identity and stuff. Other than that, you should be fine. Last time I did this, I'm pretty sure I needed to have like a note on my account that said pending replacement or whatever. I don't think I can just go in. So I'm gonna call them and be like, okay, if you have this, what do I need to do to walk out of there with a new rider? Because I'm not going in there being told can't do it. Calling modules coming back, so I want it all done and over with. And yeah, so hopefully that fixes it. I guess the reset. I don't know why that would help, but like whatever, we'll see. But that's it, man. I'm gonna and podcast. Oh my god, dude, I'm so behind. I literally haven't had time to do things. Like so many hours I've been working. I just want to see my watch later. At the moment, my watch later is 40 videos. So many podcasts. So many. Even if I listen at 3x speed, there's so many hours of content here. So, and I haven't even looked at what was uploaded today. So there's so much. But that's it, man. So I'm gonna go chill. I'm gonna go probably listen to a few podcasts here, and actually finish listening to. I think I didn't listen to music yesterday, so I have to listen to 3 more albums today. Listened to one already, and that's it. And I plan on doing some mushrooms today because I deserve it. I haven't done it in a few weeks, and I could really use the up. So that's it for me. Deuces.